What's up, guys? This is Erik Griffin, and I want to give a big shout out to Helix Sleep. Take their 2-minute sleep quiz, and they'll match you to the mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. Find your perfect mattress at helixsleep.com/Griffin. All right, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your favorite podcast. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Welcome back to Riffin with Griffin. Whoa, 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 whoa. Anyways, welcome back to Riffin with Griffin. We got real world advice from a grown ass man. Rachel's on talking about Valentine's Day, and it's just me doing my thing as usual, so I really appreciate y'all being here once again, listening to the podcast, supporting. Make sure you check me out gaming every day on Erik Griffin Gaming on Twitch. I put those videos up on YouTube, and I just really appreciate y'all watching. Riffin with Griffin. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, we did it again. Riffin with Griffin is back in the house. Thank you. Another week. Valentine's Day was yesterday. I got some stuff about that on the show, so I hope that was good. And really, that's about it. You know, just a chill week. I mean, you know, not to get into politics, but, you know, they acquitted Donald Trump, and I knew they were going to do that anyway because they weren't going to get enough Republican votes. But, you know, whatever. It is what it is. If you have your beliefs about it, you have your beliefs about it. We'll see what happens. Democracy moves on, hopefully. And so, you know, there's nothing more to even be said about that. I'm not even really going to get into it. Damn, what has been going on? I finally agreed to do a show, so I'm going to be at the Stand Up Live in Phoenix, the 25th, 26th, 27th, I believe it is. And Michael Yo is going to be there with me. So make sure you guys, if you're in that area, check it out. But I got to tell you, I'm nervous about it. I really am nervous. I don't know how this pandemic has affected you. But for me, I've become a homebody. I've become like, I just like being at home. I don't like going out because I don't like that I can't interact in the way I normally do. I'm very up in your face. I'm very touchy-feely. I like to hug. I'm that kind of person. I shake hands. I greet people. I like to be up in their space, and you can't be like that now, and it just makes me feel awkward. I don't know how to be, and then I can't perform the way I used to. I used to perform all the time, and you know, you work on your material, and now I just feel like I don't know any of my jokes. I'm trying to write new jokes. I'm trying to find like, what am I going to talk about? I don't want to just sit up there and talk about COVID for an hour, or you know, am I going to just do all relationship material? I mean, I don't even know. So I am nervous about who am I in comedy right now, being a funny guy. So, you know, it's something weird about it. Just the other day, I actually did Tony Baker and Friends. Tony's been on the podcast before. Tony Baker is so funny. He does these animal videos on his Instagram all the time where he does the voices, and so he makes up things that the animals are doing. It's such a wholesome, fun, good time. So you really should go check out Tony Baker's Instagram because you will laugh. I mean, I find myself just getting lost on his page so many times. He's got like 1 million something followers, so I'm not the only person that feels that way about Tony Baker's his sensibility, his comedy. So make sure you check that out. So I did a show, and it's like, this is like the new normal now. So I had to go down to the place at 11:30 a.m., get a COVID test, which took like, all of 2 minutes, really. Like it took more time filling out the paperwork on my phone than it did to actually do the COVID test. They say, hey, blow your nose, and then they gently stuck the thing in. And then 10 minutes later, I got a text on my phone, you're negative, and I was like, and then that's how you do it now. And then everybody at the show to even come in the show had to get a COVID test, because I guess the tests are so readily available now. The technology is so right there. I mean, I'm sure eventually they're going to be selling this in CVS, where you just, before you do anything, they're gonna be like, hey, make sure you go down and get a COVID test, bring it with you. And it's gonna be probably instant. You just like, you stick it in your nose, you shake it, and then it'll be like a pregnancy test. You know what I mean? It'll be like positive, negative, So that's where it was. So I wasn't worried about that. I find myself not being worried about the safety of things recently anyway, but I don't even know if that's right. Is that like a false sense of security? Because I've never really been like super scared. I guess I was in the beginning when it was like everybody stay at home. But since then, looking at the numbers, looking at the information and just seeing it, you just kind of go, I don't know if this warrants the kind of attention that it's getting. That's just the way you feel when you're away from it like that. So, in this kind of situation, I wasn't necessarily worried about my safety, health and safety of myself and others. I was really worried about like the well-being of the show. Can I put on a good show? Can I still be funny? So, I got that show coming up, and believe me, every day I'm jotting down notes on my notepad. So, if you come out to see me in Phoenix, it's going to be a completely like different type of me. I'm really out there to like, work this out. So I'm gonna have to like make sure I record, all the shows and just so I can have that. Cause that's one thing I really regret is not recording more of my shows, because who would have thought that you would not perform again for a year? Like really perform the way I was performing before. Who would have known? And then you forget your jokes. You forget the nuances. You forget the timing. You forget like, you forget certain words that you've like built up this repertoire, this like arsenal of little inflections and things that are part of your persona that you do on stage that they just kind of, you forget them when you don't do it all the time. So it's not like riding a bike. Stand-up's really not like that. It's very nuanced, my favorite word. I use it a lot in reference things. But anyways, so I am going to be doing that. And so like I say, I am like legit putting it out there. I am legit nervous about that. But, we'll see how it goes, right? I mean, that's all you could that's all you can really do. So I don't know how you guys are out there with your like whatever you're doing, because this is just, one of those, this is just one of those businesses that the entertainment business that has really been hit hard. And like when it comes back, what is it going to look like? What are we going to be? I hope that it's just a matter of like, you have some really simple, fast COVID test that it's just going to be like, all right, so everybody in here is good. Sweet. All right, let's do a concert. Let's do a show. Let's do it. You know what I mean? I just want to get back to that. I miss that. I just really, truly miss that. So boom, there it is. So on this week's episode, I got a bunch of stuff. I got real world advice from a grown ass man. That's back. And I got the lovely Rachel is back with me talking about what we did for Valentine's Day. And, and by the way, check out she got her own vlog. She only got 2 videos up. So it'd be nice. Like, honestly, like she's just going to erase the comments anyway. Cause I kept telling her, you're not supposed to do that, but she don't care. It's her thing. It's like, everybody thinks they have carte blanche to be just as rude as they want to be to anybody. These keyboard warriors, because I get them all on my thing all the time. They like. I love when people like to take your words, parse them, make them out to be whatever you want them to be, and then they like put things out. Actually, what's funny? This is something I did want to talk about. I'm not even going to publicize it because it doesn't even matter. And like, why give people more ammunition to do dumb shit? But like, I actually saw a video of a guy doing a reaction video to my podcast, and it was so bizarre because I was like, wow, like you really, and it was so crazy because the dude totally took everything out of context. He made it into what he wanted it to be. And and he's weird. He wears sunglasses in his video. You know what I mean? I was like, what is this? Are you doing what are you doing this for? It was weird because I was like, does this guy really believe the nonsense that he's saying about what he thinks I'm saying? that was the thing about it. It was like, and I thought, oh, how cool. I'm famous enough that I'm getting a reaction video from a troll? I was like, oh, okay, thank you. But the weird thing about a reaction video about someone doing a podcast is like, if it's not even like the dude totally like put words in my mouth, Like he made it out to be what he wanted it to be. But I'm thinking to myself, and then I looked at some of the comments, and that's what the comments where people were saying were like, "Yo, dude, this is a stretch. You're putting words in the guy's mouth." But I thought to myself, why watch that video? Like if the guy puts out a statement and he says, "Oh, this guy is A, B, and C," and he's using a video of me to prove his point, then why don't you as a viewer go from that and go, well, let me go check this out for myself. You know what I mean? Like just watch my video. Then you could be like, oh, actually, that's not what he was saying. And then you have your own opinion. Because he basically took like, I was answering a question from real world advice from a grown ass man. I was answering someone's question, making a point about something else. And he used that point to make like he took that and made it about another point. And I thought, and I'm not even going to say what it's about because I don't think it's worthy of that. But anyway, my point is just like, it's just weird that people have, people use, because a podcast is a sort of format that you can formulate your own opinion by watching it. Agreement, disagreement, someplace in the middle. So you could do that. But to watch someone else formulate their own opinion, I guess you could watch that too if you are a fan of that person. Like if you're a fan of me and you want to watch me make like when I do movie reviews, for instance. So if you trust my opinion, you go, well, I want to hear what you have to say about a movie. Even if you go, oh, I like what you're saying about this. I disagree. I thought the movie was bad if I think it was good. That's one thing. But it's another thing to listen to somebody like if I made a movie, like if I said Finding Nemo was really about the government whisking away children who are come across the border. Like if I turned Finding Nemo into something completely different, you might be like, well, whoa, what are you talking about? That's kind of what this guy does, So it's like I kind of feel like why, if you do come across a video like that, for anyone, if you're watching a reaction video of somebody looking at somebody's podcast, I do highly suggest you just go to that podcast and listen to it for yourself, because I'm telling you, most of the time, people are taking your words out of context to make themselves, for whatever reason they're doing, people love to they're trying to promote themselves, they're trying to like stir up some controversy to make people watch them more. There's a lot of them out there like that. There's actually quite a few people who do this. They just look at podcasts and then they trash them. They trash the podcast, they trash the guest to build up their own brand, but that's their brand. I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is it's very transparent. It's kind of like government when you're looking at a politician who won't answer a question. Like a politician, and you kind of go, oh, well, you're doing that politics thing. And you just I think we're just more savvy now as human beings that we get what people are doing. So this is the same kind of thing. So these kind of shock jock podcast trashers, they think that they're doing something really profound, but we get it. Like everyone that watches is at home like, oh, you don't like this guy. Or, oh, you're really doing this because you're trying to you're trying to be controversial. And so if you like that kind of stuff, it's like watching, I like watching reality TV for the same reason. I like the train wreck of it. So I just think that I hope that those people are self-aware enough to know. I think some of them are. This one guy I know is. I kind of feel like he's self-aware. He knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? He knows that he's poking the bear and doing that, and so I can almost appreciate that. And there's some that are like this one guy I'm talking about who's just really, I don't know if he's living in his own universe, but I don't know. I think if you're making a podcast where you're parsing people's words and changing the narrative, you know what you're doing. So you're actually a piece of shit. You know what I mean? If you really think about it. Because you're making something that it's not, but I guess that happens all the time on the news, it's like Fox News does this all the time on the opinion shows. Even not just Fox News, by the way. Let me not even say it like that, because CNN and all these people do the same thing. Don Lemon, all the way to Sean Hannity. They all do the same thing. They take things and they change the narrative, and so that's the nature of the beast right now. And so I guess they do it on a way smaller scale. trying to make weird points looking at people's podcasts. So, but anyways, God, I went off on a tangent on that. But anyways, let's move on. Like I said, up next is the lovely Rachel, and then real world advice from a grown ass man. And thanks for being here.
What's up, guys? Are you sleeping on an old, soggy, saggy ass mattress that you've had forever? You're not comfortable, your neck hurts, your back hurts. Well, I'm here to talk to you right now about Helix Sleep. I got a Helix Sleep mattress. You should get one too. It will give you the best sleep of your life. And it's important to get some good sleep right now, especially in these crazy times. You know what I mean? It's like we're not able to sleep because of politics, the pandemic, and trials and insurrections and your love life. And we just had Valentine's Day. And so maybe you had a great one and maybe you had a bad one and you need to like sleep it off. Well, where are you sleeping? It's important. Helix Sleep. You know, the thing that I love about them the most is they have this sleep quiz. That's the thing. It's a 2-minute quiz. You complete it out and it matches you to your body type, your body style. Are you big? Are you small? Are you fat? Do you sleep on your side? You sleep on your stomach? I'm a side sleeper, so I have this one I got. It's the softest mattress I've ever slept on. And I highly recommend that you guys get this. So everybody's unique and Helix knows it. So they have several different mattress models to choose from. They have soft, medium, firm, like I said. So I took the quiz. You should take it too. Even if you don't buy, go take the quiz and find out what type of mattress is right for you. I love it. It was a huge upgrade. So if you're looking for a mattress, you take the quiz, you order the mattress, and they'll match it to you. It makes it right for you, and they'll drop it off at your door for free. You don't ever have to go to the mattress store again, because you know that's the stupidest part. You go to the mattress store, what do you have to lay in a mattress in the middle of the place? You don't even know if that's going to be the one you're going to get. Taking this quiz is the best part of the whole thing, and they take it all away. They take all that nonsense away of going to the store. They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out for 100 nights risk-free. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it, but you're going to love it. Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/Griffin. That's the important part right there, guys. Make sure you go to helixsleep.com/Griffin for the best sleep of your life. Take it from me. Let's get back to the show.
So what are you saying?
Valentines.
What are you talking about?
Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. It's just singing.
Why?
It's like
I spilled something on my shirt when we went at dinner. Damn it. So
I wonder what it was.
I don't know. I think it was
mashed potatoes.
I think it was the gravy from the mashed potatoes.
Oh, peppercorn sauce.
No, the peppercorn sauce. The
That
peppercorn
was so
sauce
good.
was for the steak, but we put it on the potatoes because we're different like that. Do like this and like that.
Thank you very much.
There you go. And welcome back to the podcast.
Your another favorite podcast. Wait,
Are you trying to do my
say?
intro?
Yeah, what do you say? Welcome back to your favorite podcast.
You know the name. And then the music plays.
Yeah, hit the music.
No, there's no music on this section.
Oh.
So we just got back. It's Valentine's Day night. And we had our beautiful Valentine's dinner. We went to a kosher. I don't know if it was kosher. Was it kosher?
It was a French kosher steakhouse.
French kosher steakhouse. And so like.
It's called Shiloh.
Shiloh. Shout out to Shiloh's. It was good.
It was very great.
It was good, right? And then like they had like the parking lot. So there's no more parking lot because they had like plants around the parking lot. And they had this tent flap up, and then like they had like the heat lamps and the plants, and it was really nice, right? They made the best of this COVID situation.
Yeah. At first I was a little hesitant because I've never been to the restaurant.
Yeah, we don't know what the food was like and everything like that.
But since we've already gone through it, Can
you please keep the mic in front of your face? Like, stop moving away from it.
This is the wrong chair to sit in because it moves.
No, but I'm.
And I try to sit up
Check it out.
straight.
Even when I move, I keep the mic. Look, I'm still talking right into the mic.
You're
Hello.
a professional. How many podcasts have you done?
Yeah, but aren't you professional?
This is number 4.
With your new channel, which you can find on YouTube, Rachel Sklar.
Thank you for the plug.
She's got 2 weird videos up already.
I'm glad you described them as weird. They are a little weird.
They're weird, but it's cute. So yesterday, because she couldn't wait. First of all,
I couldn't wait. You were the one who let me choose, and then you like ran to your car to go get the present.
well, first of all,
Okay,
We were
start
go-
from the beginning.
we were gonna have I thought it was gonna be a low key Valentine's, but then you were all like, well, I've already got your gift. Then I was like, oh shit, I gotta get a gift. It just it's because we've been indoors so much and we're always together. You forget about you forget about the real stuff, like the normal life, and try to have as much normalcy as possible. So you do all that stuff. So I did go out and get Rachel a gift, and she got me a gift.
Yeah.
And it was nice. And then we like exchanged gifts. For me, when I buy Rachel a gift, the real thing is I like seeing her reaction. And she had the best reaction. It was the exact reaction that I thought she would have.
Are you gonna show the video?
No,
I don't
probably
know. It's
won't.
kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll show that video. They don't need to know everything about our lives. But anyways, I got her a necklace from Tiffany's. You wanna show it?
I am wearing it.
We don't see it though. We
Well,
need to see it.
next year it will be bigger, right? Then they'll see it from this far away. No, you know how like on stage.
This is why people say things about you.
No,
by
I
the way,
understand.
By the way, the comment section is full of like gold digger comments, and it's that kind of attitude.
No, I love it. I don't want anything else. This is perfect.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. So I went to so the other day we were sitting and and she was talking about she wanted a Louis Vuitton bag, and I'm like, I don't get bags. I don't get why women like bags. I don't get why do women like bags.
Well, it's just part of our outfit. We just grown used to like you get dressed and then you grab a purse and you put all your stuff in the purse.
Yeah, but
for the day. So it carries our keys, our wallet, our cell phone, anything else we want to put in it. And so like
No. That has nothing to do with why women like bags. Why do you like different bags? Why do you have to have new purses? Why? Like, what is it about the purse?
It's kind of like keeping up with the Joneses. You just want the next.
Oh, so it's a fashion thing.
Yeah. The next best thing. Like shoes, same as.
Okay, I guess I can understand that. There are guys that are
trends,
sneakerheads.
Yeah.
So, but they're so expensive.
New things come out and you're like, ooh. But.
So Rachel says she wants a Louis Vuitton bag. No, but she didn't say that she wanted me to get her Louis Vuitton bag. She's like very passive aggressive, like, oh, I've never had a Louis Vuitton bag, that kind of thing.
Well, okay, you're putting it in weird perspective as well because
Why?
like I'm very motivated by like fashion and like I work full time.
No, you don't.
Okay, I work part time right now.
You're trying to put out lies out there. I work full time. No, you don't. She goes, I work
and now I have full time.
Now I have 9 days
full time,
off.
part time.
Full time, part time, but it's not even her fault. If you could work full time, you would. It's just that they're just not. There's no hours.
Just
for
weird
it.
hours.
Just weird hours.
Retail during the season.
Okay, but anyways, you said so it's about fashion. Okay, so you.
Right. So I would save up my money to buy like a dream purse.
What's a dream purse?
Well, that's what I was like watching these videos to figure out like because some purses you can buy and actually make money off of them later on.
Oh, which I didn't know
you
that
could,
was a thing.
Upsell.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Sometimes like some
what
purses,
kind of purse?
like the Hermes.
Is that how you say it?
Hermes.
Hermes? I don't even know.
But it's spelled like Hermes.
Oh.
But it's French. Hermes.
Excuse me.
Is
Sacre bleu.
Well, we went to a French bistro. I love Beauty and the Beast.
So you went. Okay, so then you could buy a purse like that, and then if it becomes real trendy,
like I was watching this one video right before you walked in, and they were saying how she bought this bag and immediately went online to see how much it was like people were selling it for, and it was already double the amount just from like
wow,
because it's so hard to get.
Oh, you got to be in the purse business then.
Yeah, so like
the resale purse business,
right? So,
But anyway, so she's looking at these videos.
But you also like, if you want to resell these purses, you have to like keep them pristine. Like,
well, that's you're check off. That's check
Exactly.
you off because you
right. I really use my things, like even cars. You know, like if you're gonna buy something expensive, jeans. Like I really like to wear them and get use out of them.
Yeah, she's worn the grooves off those $800 jeans. They're $2
They're now,
jeans now.
yeah, they're now worth $45.
So she's watching this purse thing, and I go, "What is it with the purses?" And then I'm like, "What?" Then we start talking about Louis Vuitton. Then I went to the Louis Vuitton website, and then there was just I was like, "Wow, God, this is ridiculous! A hot pink purse." And she was like, "I've always wanted a hot pink purse." So I had that in my head. So I went down to 3rd Street Promenade, and they have a Louis Vuitton store. I actually went to the Louis Vuitton store. You know,
I've never even been in the Louis Vuitton store.
and it's weird right now. They got all this COVID procedures. Where
And
you
there's probably like a line outside the door.
No. There wasn't a line because you had to sign up. They got your phone number. They had it in the computer, and then a text message would come out and be like, "Please show up to the store
You know what's funny
in 5 minutes."
is we left at the same time to go shopping for each other, and I was like crossing my fingers, hoping we wouldn't end up at the same
Well, that'd have been crazy.
store.
So I went to Louis Vuitton, and then I was looking up the bags, and I saw the little hot pink bag that we had looked at, but it just was like, it was little, and it was like, I was like, I don't know if you'll really like this. So I told the guy, "Hey, all right, I'm looking at this. Give me your card." So I got the guy's card, and I was like, I need to go look at another store, man, because I have an idea for a gift. So, wait, no. What happened was, when I was waiting for Louis Vuitton, I went over to Tiffany's. Then I saw this guy there at Tiffany, and he was like,
What do you mean while you were waiting for them? They made you wait?
Yeah, you couldn't just go in. It was like you had to make a impromptu appointment
Got it.
to make sure there's only a few people in the
those
store.
fancy places.
Yeah, so I put my information. I said, "Okay, I'll be back." I went to Tiffany's, which was literally right across. And then I started looking around there, and it was like ridiculous. And I said to the guy, "Look, man, this is the price range." He was like, "Oh, don't worry, we got everything you need." And I was like, "Oh, okay." He opens up the thing and he starts pulling out stuff, and I was like, "I love that." You know, he pulled 2 out, and I was like, "Oh, that's," you know. Then he showed me this one, and I was like, "Oh, that's it." It was right in the range that I was willing to pay. A little bit more. And then I said, "Okay." I said, "Listen, man, it's between this and a bag. Can you hold this for me?" And he was like, "Don't worry, just ask for me." And then I went back over there, and then I actually looked at all the stuff. And then it was like he was showing me like, and I didn't know what to get. He was like, "Well, this is in season now." To me, I just had no knowledge to be like, "Let me get this that's the one." And then he was showing me like, "Well, there's other things. There's necklaces." And I was like, "I'm not getting a Louis Vuitton necklace."
Why not?
See, to me, it's like you go to Louis Vuitton, you go to get a bag. You don't go to get anything else.
Yeah. I mean,
They had shoes. They had all kind of stuff. And I was like, "All right, what is all this?" So I said, "Okay, look, dude, I got to go back over to Tiffany's so I can decide." And he was like, "Cool." I said, "But give me your card, though." But I already knew. I walked out of there like, I'm going to get them. And then the guy over at Tiffany's, he actually knew, too. He had it ready. You know what I mean? He was like, "I knew you'd be back." That kind of vibe. And I was like, okay. So then he wrapped that up. I stayed a little while and looked at some other things, by the way. So I have a guy now. I have a Tiffany's guy.
good. I'm glad you finally found your Tiffany's man.
I got a guy. So for that. And so then, anyways.
Well, that's what they were saying in these like YouTube purse things too, is that you have to buy other purchases at the store prior to like the purse you want.
Why?
I don't know. It's really weird. That's why I was watching all these weird purse videos.
Yeah, she's like just these random chicks who are like, they do, all of them do the podcast in the same place from their closet.
Yeah.
And there's like expensive purses in the background, and they're just like talking about purses, and it's just like, I don't get it. But there's an audience for everything out there, obviously.
Yeah. If you have the money, then might as well enjoy
Enjoy
your
the money.
purse collections.
So I got it, and then it was like, you know, then I was excited, and then she like doesn't like surprises, so I was making it a surprise. I was like, "Guess what I got you something nice? It's gonna be a surprise." And she was like, "Show me now," and I was like, "No," and then we waited till the next day, and then she got me something, and so then yesterday, we did it yesterday, right? Yesterday, the day before Valentine, we just broke down. I was like, "Okay, let's exchange gifts."
Well, there was also a reason because I was about to like release my video
On Rachel Sklar on YouTube. her
Thank
new
you.
Valentine's video, and you can see the New Year's video, that her little vlog that she made. She's trying to build up her own channel. Let's support her, fellas. Don't be rude. If you're gonna be rude and disrespectful, that's for here. But for her, she needs nice, positivity, because she'll just erase your comment anyway. So you're wasting your time.
It's for them. Though.
Yeah.
If you want to do it for yourself.
So I got so then I gave her the gift and I recorded it. I'm not going to show
Well,
you.
right. Because, like, you know, I knew my gift was going to be ruined.
Oh, yeah, right. Because she talked about her gift on her vlog. So she wanted to release it. So we exchanged gifts. So I went downstairs. I left it in my car because she's sneaky as hell. And actually, I'm glad I did because, okay, let's talk about what she got me first. She got me, I don't even have it with me, but she got me a really nice leather wallet. A nice wallet, you know what I mean? She's like, so all the things I want to take from you, it should be in this. I'm kidding.
That's rude.
That's a joke.
But funny.
That's a joke they're gonna make, Rachel. All the dumb jokes that are gonna happen right now are gonna be about, oh, she got you a wallet so she can take everything out. You know, it's all that nonsense. But anyway, so she got me a nice wallet. It's really nice. You know what I mean? Like, it's actually a really nice wallet. But she looked at my wallet first to see what kind of wallet I had.
Okay, well, let me describe the story. Okay, so when I was going wallet hunting for him, I realized that I never look into his wallet to see if he has an ID holder or like flaps for cash.
Numbers of other women.
I just don't know how many credit card holders he needed. You know, all that stuff that you think is just like not important is very important when you're shopping for someone else, because you don't want them to like not like it. And I've definitely gotten you so many gifts that you didn't like.
You mean like the 18 candles?
That's just an easy gift.
Anyways, so what she did was she looked at my wallet, and I had the Tiffany's the card for the Tiffany's guy in the wallet.
Yeah, as soon as I got home, I mean, it was too late to like return the present, but yeah, so I just wanted to like see what was in his wallet, like how it was laid out, and I opened it, totally saw the Tiffany's card from the store, and I totally thought you were gonna propose. I was getting ready. I was like, this is it. Like, but then I felt so guilty. I like immediately shut your wallet.
Yeah, see, because you would have. See, now I know. This is why I told her.
Didn't want to like.
No. I'm stepping in. This is why I told her. When I do actually officially propose with a ring, you're never gonna know. It's not gonna be on a birthday. It's not gonna be on a special holiday. It's just gonna come out of nowhere, and it's gonna be special and nice because now I know how sneaky you are.
Okay, so June, May,
August.
Oh,
see. Don't try to control it.
Like when there's not a holiday.
It could be something weird off the beaten path. But anyways, I got her a nice necklace. I brought it upstairs in the bag. I was filming her because I knew what she would do. She would start crying, and of course she did. She was like, "This is the best. You're so sweet," and blah blah blah. And then she filmed me, which you could see her video because she gave me the wallet.
Yeah, if you
last.
check out my vlog at my YouTube.
Yeah, look at the link down below. Because she gave me like fancy face masks, and I was like, "Of course, this is the kind of gift men get, especially men of my age."
Okay, but now that you've like tested one out,
the masks are great. Actually, they're actually really good size. They fit my face better.
You're welcome.
I know, but that's not a gift. Okay,
it's a gift. It's a very nice mask that you love to wear.
Are you kidding me? That is not a good gift for someone. That's something you just get them. You should just get those because I need them. Not as like the specialness of like, oh, here's your Valentine's gift, the mask that you need to wear by law.
No, but you don't really need to wear it. You could wear a cloth mask. You could wear like your underwear. At Target, I've seen someone wear
what I'm saying.
Underwear over their face as a mask.
Well, that's disgusting. Well,
hopefully it's a clean pair, but
I don't know. I've tried yours when you're not around. I go into the dirty clothes hamper, and
that's disgusting.
You love it. So she gave me her gift. I gave her her gift, and it was really sweet, you know. And then we consummated the relationship because I knew it would be full tonight. I knew we would come back from a steakhouse and just be tired, and you know. And we went to this place tonight, and it was really nice. Like I said, it was set up nice. The food was delicious. I knew she'd be full because they gave us 2 appetizers. They had a Valentine's menu, and so it was like this salmon carpaccio with this like sort of pork thing. I don't know if it was pork, but it was like some kind of beef bacon or whatever it was.
Yeah, no, it was a beef bacon with like a cream sauce. It was not dairy, but
Well, anyway, it was delicious.
it tasted like pizza kind of.
She ate all the salmon, so I saw her, and I was
You
like,
told me I could have it.
I know, but I knew you're gonna be full. She always has her eyes are bigger than her stomach. Okay, so then we got the steak. She only ate like a little bit of it, but I knew she was gonna enjoy it. It was a really great time. It was delicious, and then we went to the weed store, and then we had a good. I got my little CBD, a little bit of. I got a 1/8 mix, and then here we are back at home, and I said, let's just jump right on the podcast and share our delicious Valentine's evening with everybody. And she looks great. He
looks handsome.
You know what the thing is about right now, because everything's outside. Because I saw a girl walk in the restaurant and she had on like a slutty dress, and I thought that's not comfortable because it was cold. Mm-hmm. Even though you had the heat lamps, so that's the thing you have to think about when you go. So she wanted to wear like a beautiful dress, but I was like, be comfortable. It's better for us to be, because she gets cold.
No, okay. First, I was like in comfortable clothes, and then I was like, you know what? I should dress up. And so I like then put on a dress, and then I was like, yeah. And that's when you came in and were like, you're crazy. Yeah,
because you're gonna be freezing. And even she thought this little sweater was enough, and we had to go get a jacket. You were like, I'm glad I brought my jacket.
I was glad I brought my jacket, but I just like had my jacket on my lap. It's like a little blanket.
Because they put the heat lamp. And this is an interesting getup you have on with the pink.
It is what it is. I spent all my money on that wallet those face masks.
There was no need to get extra clothes. Like Rachel has a walk-in closet full of shit. And when it's time to go someplace, she walks in there and goes, I have nothing to wear.
But you don't understand.
But explain it to me.
Okay, so I've never really made a ton of money in my life. Mm-hmm. And so I've worked hard, and I've like spent some money on some clothes.
Right.
As investments of stuff that will last a long time. And so all of my clothes have probably lasted me at least 10 years of my life already, if not more. And so that's why I'm like at a point where I'm kind of like I'm moving up a size. So, a lot of things
that's a cute way to say it.
Fitting, right?
I'm moving up a size.
And
yeah, you put on an outfit yesterday.
To like a grown-up wear.
Okay. She put on an outfit yesterday. I was like, oh no, I can't fit this. This was on. I used to wear this 3 years ago.
I had a great idea of what I was gonna wear. It was in my closet at my parents' house. I went home to get a bunch of like my dresses that I didn't have at this place, and I brought them home. Tried them on yesterday. None of them fit. 0, like 10-0.
Because you thick as hell now, girl.
No, I was really skinny.
Yeah, she was like a rail thin.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
one of those commercials where you have to send 99 cents a month. That's how skinny she was.
Skinny legend was my TikTok. Every comment, skinny legend.
So now you're
thick,
you look
thick woman.
This is good. This is good thick though. But there's still people out there looking at you like, are you kidding me? You're still skinny.
No, I'm still skinny.
You're still skinny. But it was a great time. I'm glad and I hope you all enjoyed your Valentines out there, whatever you did yesterday. And for the single people too, I was answering some questions and because make sure you stick around for real world advice from a grown ass man. I don't know if I'm gonna do this before or after. Who knows? Whatever. If this could be weird editing right now, what I just did, but it doesn't matter. Valentine's Day is not just for couples. You can, what do they call it? What's that other?
Valentines.
Yeah, that's for just where the girls get together.
Yeah. And we talk shit about all boys. No, I mean when like 2 years ago when we weren't together that Valentine's Day, I went to this really cool place called the Breakup Bar. It was like just like a Valentine's Day themed bar in Hollywood for like that short month, or like just of February, and it was like super cool. Like I went with my girlfriends, and
So what?
you just like be
what-
single and not care about
So what
men.
idiot guys came up to you?
None. That was like a place.
Oh, that's the whole point of it?
Yeah.
They tell you when you come in, do not hit on anyone?
Well, no, that's not like the thing. But like everyone's just
trying to be chill.
everyone keeps to themselves in LA. Just
But I just feel like it's okay to, like, you know, for your family and really close friends to be like, hey, here's a Valentine's gift, or just a shout out like, hey, I care about you. I'm thinking about you. I mean, I think the holidays are really for that. And then if you're a couple, you know, it's just heightened the friendship and love that you already share with somebody that you truly care about. That's what the holiday is about. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And, you know, I thank my beautiful fiance for coming on the podcast again. And make sure you check out her vlog. She don't know what it is yet, so you just got to keep going and support her, giving her some, you know what I mean?
it will eventually become something.
It'll eventually
that I
become something, but for now, it's
know.
just like her doing like these little weird videos in her yoga room.
My creative space.
Not a minute of yoga got done in there yet, but she's
I've done yoga. I've done 3 online yoga classes.
okay.
I have a yoga subscription.
Yeah, God, more waste of money. So I hope you enjoy that. So make sure you check her out, and thanks for watching this. And look out for coming up next, real world advice
From a grown ass man.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. And here it is. Real world advice from a grown-ass man. It's been like over a month, but we're back. Valentine's edition, even though none of these questions are... None of these questions actually had to do with Valentine's Day. Well, actually, some of them do. But yeah, so thanks for being involved in this. You know, like I always say, I'm no expert. So if you really need some help, if you're having some real serious troubles, anxiety, depression, or any sort of things that have to do with mood, I really highly suggest you go out there and get some professional help. It will be beneficial to your life. I know that therapy sometimes has a stigma, or you come from a family that you're like, oh, we take care of our problems ourselves. But take it from me, I've done it many times. It is really helpful, helps you just organize your thoughts with a professional to help you understand why you feel the way you feel. And that's really what it is. It doesn't necessarily solve your problems, but if you understand the origin, the root of some problems, sometimes that helps you on the path to figuring it out yourself, get you on the path to have some self-awareness and some understanding. So I highly do recommend that. But all in good fun when we do real world advice from a grown-ass man normally, okay? You know what I mean? So I just have to say that because sometimes I get some really serious questions and I go, whoa, let me put that disclaimer out there. All right, first up. I've been struggling to talk to girls over the phone or through text. Any advice or good icebreakers is what I guess he was trying to say there with that last word. Well, you know, it's like, man, I just come from a different generation where, you know, we just met people in a different way. I'm in like the middle, my age range, we're in the middle. We've seen so many things change over this lifetime. So there's like a 20-year span, you know, from 20s to 40s that like just the world just really exploded. Cell phones and computers and the advancement of technology. My generation really has seen the beginning of it, and now we're knee deep in it, and we don't know where it's going to go from here. So, you know, I come from an era where we had to talk on a phone. It wasn't such a strange thing because it was the only way to talk to somebody. You got somebody's number, like you had to carry a pen. You know, you had to go to bars. You had to meet people. You know, they had these like newspaper personal ads, but can you imagine how dangerous that would feel right now to like get an ad in the newspaper and be like, oh, yo, you know. Oh, let me go meet this person someplace. I mean, it's just so weird, right? You know, for you people now that are used to what it is right now. So if you just think of it that way, is that it's not that unusual. It's just a form of communication. So I know it's hard, but, you know, just when you text, you know, just text. Don't text yes or no questions or questions that'll be like one word answer. Get in depth. It's like how, don't be like, did you have a good day? It's like yes or no. Talk about your day. Hey, I had a great day. I did this, this, and this, and this made me think of you. How what was going on your day? Or man, I went and got some coffee today, and I had this kind of coffee, and this strange thing happened. Like it's like just be normal. Spark up a conversation that way. You don't have to be brilliant in every single text message. You don't got to solve COVID in your text message. You're just reaching out, being thoughtful. So to be thoughtful, let the person know, hey, I'm thinking about you, and this is why I'm thinking about you. And so those are just like my general tips in terms of that. And just like, be yourself. I know like this generation has trouble, again, talking on the phone because you're not used to it. You're used to just click, 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 click. But like it is normal to be in front of somebody and being like, hey, how you doing? And like reading all that nuance and reading all the facial expressions and trying to like understand where somebody's coming from with their body language. Oh, it's the same kind of thing over the phone. There's a certain weird verbal language that people have when you're on the phone. When you're comfortable. And I think it's important to like get on the phone right away. So if you can, get on the phone with whoever this is, whoever you're meeting with, and just being like, hey, how you doing? Try to get on FaceTime. Try to get on some kind of video message and just be like, just talk. Hey, smile. Hey, you look great. How was your day? You know what I mean? Just take a breath, relax, be yourself. Just try to be yourself. Just try to be comfortable. Try to be thoughtful. Try to be and also listen. Don't just wait to talk. Just listen. What's this person saying? If you don't know what to talk about, let that person take the lead in the sense of being like, hey, how was your day? And they say, oh, well, I did this, 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 and this. And you go, oh, that sounds interesting. Like, is that what you normally do at work? Or like, tell me about your job. Or, oh man, that might inspire you then to start talking about something about yourself. Oh, that reminds me of this. Just be open to the conversation and let it flow, man. Let it flow. It's like a dance, and it takes listening, processing, and then asking or responding or asking your own question. Okay. But good luck out there, man. Good luck. All right, here's a good one. A friend recently gave me unsolicited criticism. It kind of fucked up my self-confidence. All right. I guess, this is one of these things. As a public figure, if I may, not saying I'm famous or anything like that, but I am a public figure because I got something out like this and thousands of people watch it. I get a lot of unsolicited advice. People give a lot of unsolicited advice. People hit you up like, yo, man, I don't like your the lighting. I don't like the sound. I don't like your mic. I don't like your shirts. I think I get things like, oh, you bitch too much. Or, it's like, man, you complain all the time, or all these kinds of things. Now, listen, unsolicited advice comes at you all the time, but it don't mean it's wrong. You know what I mean? So it's like how you take it. Like people don't understand that. It's like, if you don't like my shirt, so I picked out my shirt. I went into the closet like, oh, I like this shirt. I'm going to wear this shirt. I bought this shirt. This is my favorite shirt. And you come hit me with, damn, that shirt's ugly, or it makes you look fat. It's okay for me to take a second and be like, damn, why you all on me like that? It's okay for me to take that second. As long as you then can step away from it and be like, okay, does what this person is saying have merit? Does this shirt make me look fat? Is it a bad color for me? It's okay to take a second and process that information and be like, take your own time to be like, well, you know what? There is some truth in that. And I will act on it if I choose to act on it. But how we talk to each other is really what this question is about. And then sometimes people lack tact. Sometimes people lack sensitivity to people's feelings. Some people think, like, I always say this, just because, like, I hate when somebody says, oh, I'm just being honest. Hey, being honest doesn't excuse you from being an asshole. So it's okay if I have a reaction to how you came at me. You coming at me funky. So that puts me in a funky mood. But at the same time, if I could step away from that and go, hey, that person was a dick. I didn't like how they said that to me, but is there some merit in what they said? If you can achieve that, if you can get to that, I highly suggest it. And then on the other side of that, for you people out there that think, oh, you being the truth teller, I'm just telling it like it is. You have to remember that, there's consequences to that. And I live that all the time because I'll say something and then somebody will give me a comment, oh, you're so rude or whatever they might say. I have to think about that too and be like, okay, that didn't come across the way I wanted it to come across. No matter if I have merit or what I'm saying, no matter if what I said is truthful or not, how we say things is important. So you have to remember that too when you're also the person receiving stuff. It's okay to have a reaction to how somebody came at you, but try to find a way to step away from that and be like, does this have merit? And then if it's a real good friend, it's okay for you to come at that person and be like, yo, man, thanks for telling me that, but I didn't like how you said it to me. Because that's honest too. That's honest. And that's how you can really build your relationship and move forward in a positive way. So that's my advice there, man. Like I always say, good luck. All right, here's one. Love the stream /podcast. You got any funny, cringe Valentine's Day stories? Listen, every guy has been in this situation where Valentine's Day is coming up. And you sitting here like, damn, I didn't plan anything, man. So then you're just sitting here like, then last minute you're trying to get reservations at places. Like right now, I'm sure it's like a real hassle, because like there's only certain number of tables of these outside seating and that kind of stuff, so if you didn't plan ahead, you really gonna be in trouble. So, I've had a situation like that where it was like, I didn't know what the hell to do. Didn't make reservations. And so then you had to like improvise, every guy has been in that situation when you driving by the gas station and you see the flowers and teddy bear. So you grab that. Whew, boom, got this. I mean, none of that is thoughtful, right? It's just all on how you present it. So I've been in a situation where I was like, yo, I got you these flowers and teddy bear. And you know what we gonna do? I'm taking you on a drive down the coast. And just whatever restaurant we see that we think, that we think sparks our fancy, we're going to go in there and we're going to, it's just, in my mind, I know that this is terrible. But I tried to make it seem like this was the plan all along. But I could tell looking back, it was like one of those things where it was like, oh, you didn't plan anything, did you? And I was like, yeah, but I'm trying. You know what I mean? I mean, it's all thoughtfulness. Like I said, it's all on how you present it. Like Valentine's Day really is about what's going on. Do you know this person? What's their favorite thing? It's like if let's say you always make once in a while you make a certain type of pancake, you make it a certain way and she loves it, Well, Valentine's Day is the time you spring that recipe out. It's simple. It's not about how much money you spend. It's not about, the fancy or the restaurant. No, it's really just about showing and making that person feel special in a way that shows that you really know them and listen to them. That is the real key. So I'm usually like that. I don't have too many like cringe stories, but I do remember that time that like I say, you just not prepared. You completely forgot. You put it off to the side. Because a lot of guys are like, man, Valentine's Day sucks. This is just this is just another corporate holiday to like get our money. It's like, yeah, I get it. But at the same time, if she loves it, she loves it. So it's like, you got to do something that day. It's like, it sucks. But it is what it is. And, so it's just better to embrace it and just so you can avoid these like cringy things. Because I know that I just feel like anytime there's a bad Valentine's Day story, it's like usually surrounded by the guy forgetting to do anything or thinking, oh, it'll be okay. I'll get this done. And then we've all been there, man. It's like, 4 days before Valentine's, we go, come on, all the restaurants can't be booked up. And then you're calling or looking online and it's like sold out. Or to be some bullshit time, It's like 4:15 p.m. So then you all like, girl, we're going to dinner. So be ready by 3:25 because we going to the restaurant. So then you got to sell your nonsense. You got to sell that you messed up. So that's usually how that goes. But anyways, thanks also for the compliments about the stream. In the stream, she means Erik Griffin Gaming. So make sure you check that out on Twitch. Next one. How do comics feel about the instant comedic fame some of these TikTok, YouTube kids got? I mean, there's two schools of thought on this. You could be myopic and think like this is the only way you're supposed to make it. You have to do it this way. And initially at first, I know that it was like that for a lot of comics. I feel like, because there was a way we had to work hard to get into the clubs, and then, we busted our ass. We had to write jokes, and it was just like this and then you think that there's this love affair with the art form and you're being compensated for the art form. But what you find out is that we're not really being compensated for the art form so much as we're being compensated for, how it's presented. And that comes with a lot of things. It comes with like looks, I mean, if you talk talent versus attractiveness, talent versus sexiness, the entertainment business, it's all about, it's not necessarily always about the talent so much as it's all about the appearance. This is an appearance-based business. So, that is a part of it. So, I mean, like, the doctor couldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want the hot doctor that don't know how to be a doctor? Or do you want the ugly one who is like a genius in his field? For something like that, you wouldn't even hesitate. You'd be like, yeah, give me the one that knows what he's doing. But for some reason in entertainment, that's not the case. You know what I mean? Because there's plenty of examples. Like, look at the show Gossip Girl. I mean, terrible. Sorry to say for all you Gossip Girl fans, but there's shows like that where you go, everybody on the show is hot, but this is the worst acting I've ever seen in my life. But we don't care because we like looking at hot people do hot people stuff. So there is sometimes you see things that you like on television and entertainment, and there's a lack of talent, but there's something else comes with it. Okay, so that being said, what does that apply to this? Look, it happens even in our own business right now. There's people who I think aren't that funny, but they have a following. There's people that I think are not good at stand-up comedy that are out here with they're selling out comedy clubs, and they got a following. People love their podcast or whatever it is. So I have to come to this realization that that it's all connected, that people, that's why when you see somebody who is talented and attractive and those two things merge, you're talking about that's the people that really are successful. And I totally get that. So at a certain point, you just have to embrace it is what it is. This is the age of technology. This is like, it ain't even about people appreciating you to your talent. It's about how can I get my talent out to as many people as possible and find my audience. These YouTuber, TikTok people, they've taken advantage of it. They have found their audience. They know how to handle handle the technology. They know how to they know their message and their brand, and they found people who like it, and they found a way to monetize their personality. These old school comic mentality and entertainment, we got to just get over it and move on. And a lot of people have, because like I said, there's a lot of comics now who pre-podcast were just like, all right, you're funny. You know what I mean? It's like, I wouldn't necessarily see you being a superstar. Whatever. But then they got a podcast that just blew them up in a sense of they reached a large audience that wanted to hear what they had to say, appreciated them for who they are, and now they have this niche audience that has made them wealthy and famous within this world. So it is what it is, even in the comedic world. So if you have some star out there who has found a way to monetize their personality and now they're out here doing it, hey, it is what it is. I got no hate for it. It just makes me go, damn, how do I find my audience? And I'm still struggling with that. It's like, damn, it's like, I wish I had a big old huge podcast with 300,000, views every single week, So I'm still trying to find what is that thing that, I have to do, you just have to just keep going and keep doing what you do, and also appreciate whatever audience that you have, It's just hard because you see where you want to be, and when you're not there yet, you sometimes go, damn it, why aren't I doing this? And then you kind of forget that, hey, you still got something going on. So it is a struggle to think about for anybody in any level of entertainment because it's happening all over the place. The advent of technology is it's changed the game. You know, all these TikTokers and all these kind of people, they wanted to be in the entertainment business before this. And now they've changed the entertainment business and made this the entertainment business. Look, I've talked about this before. Look at modeling. 5 years ago, we used to clown Instagram models. We used to be like, oh, she's an Instagram model. Let me tell you something. Now, those are the only models. Those are the real models now. The ones that got 300,000 followers and they got sponsorship and they got like, you go on there. They got a story about Bang. Hey, drink Bang. Oh my God. Look at these new phone cases. Those now are the models who are making money. So the business changes, it evolves, and we got to change with it. So I hope that answers your question. All right, next up. Working this entire pandemic, 0 days off. Places opening, I want to hang with friends, my family trips. Okay. This is just one of those things where you have to try to balance your personal life with your family life, with your, I see what, because I know where you're coming from. You're like, I'm working all the time, 0 days off, so I can support my family so they can have the lights on and eat and have all the things and luxuries, whatever small or big that they have. You feel like, hey, that's my part. Can I have something for me? I get that. But, families, especially kids, people, they feel entitled. They feel like, well, listen, you had me, so that's your obligation is to take care of me. You know what I mean? So that's just the attitude that a family has. So what you got to do is you got to find a way to make time for both and express how you feel about it. To me, you have to sit down with your loved ones and be like, hey, make sure you spend time with them and let them know, I need some time for me too. I'm going to go do this. It's not one or the other. You got to find a way to do both. But don't be resentful about it, because that's going to breed negative feelings. You don't want to have negativity around it at all. You have to remember your family loves you. Even if you're working all this time and they haven't been able to see you or spend time with you, they love you. They want to spend time with you. They're selfish for your attention and affection. So remember, it comes from a good place. So you come from a good place too. I'm going to give you this time, but on Saturday, I'm going to go hang out with my boys because I haven't seen them either. And they want to spend time with me too. And I want to spend time with them. Love y'all to death. And I'm going to prove it to you because of A, B, and C, or I'm going to do this, this, and that. So there's a way to do both, man. Just don't be bitter and angry and resentful about it. Find a way to come at this with love and affection. And remember, it all is coming from a good place. And these outside forces are messing with our lives. Don't let them win. All right. Good luck, buddy. This is here's a good one. I hit this dude's name because this is, my girl's breath smells like stinky tofu and I don't know how to tell her. Help. We all have this. Listen, not just about the breath, but it's like we all have something. When you start getting close to someone, you start to have whatever their traits are, whatever that thing is that you don't like about them. And it's something that they can actually change right away, something they can affect. And breath is one of those things, It's like I sit in my chair all day or I sweat. I'm a big guy. So at the end of the day, you don't even realize how funky you are. My girl said to me, like, I need you to take a shower at night before we go to bed because there's some smells coming off of you that, and I'm like, okay, I can respect that. Again, it's all about coming at somebody with love, coming at somebody with respect. It's all about how you say this, because let me tell you what happens. Your girl's breath funky. It bothers you. So now you do this. You avoid kissing her. You avoid intimacy like that because she got funky breath because you're not trying to hurt her feelings. But let me tell you what happens. Because you doing that, she starts to feel like you don't like her. She starts to feel like there's something wrong with her. And then she's starting to feel insecure because of how you're reacting and coming at her. And now you've caused a problem because you just didn't come at her nicely and be like, of course you're not going to go, yo, funky breath. Unless you have that kind of relationship too, though. If you have that kind of like whatever back and forth. But no, there's a nice way to be like, honey, I think sometimes this, and this. It's going to sting at first. It's going to be a whole thing. But trust me, she would much rather know that she got a funky breath problem, because trust me, the breath ain't just funky with you. It's funky with coworkers. It's fun. You know what I mean? So she needs to know maybe people are acting around her a certain way because she driving them away because she got funky breath. You know, it's like you don't want to have somebody have like, you know, you got a booger in your nose and you let me walk around with this booger all day. I'd be mad at you. You'd be like, ooh, but I didn't want to tell you because I want to hurt your feelings. I'd be mad like you have me out in the streets with a booger in my nose and you're not going to tell me. I mean, it's just, it goes both ways. There's consequences to actually not being honest in this situation. Again, the theme of the day is like how you have that conversation. So find a thoughtful, nice way to come at her about, hey, baby, I think there's an issue. You know I love you. Please don't take this the wrong way. But your breath be funky sometimes, and I think that it's a problem, and I just it makes me uncomfortable, and I want to kiss you, and I want to be close to you, but I have trouble because your breath. I almost passed out last night. Don't say that, but you get what I'm saying. Just find a fun, thoughtful way to bring this up, man. Sometimes maybe you wrap up a gift and it's all dental stuff. It's like a little bottle of Scope, toothpaste, dental floss, and some mints, and you just go, baby, boom. And then she might get the hint, like, oh shit, does my breath stink? And you're gonna be like, no, and I need you to do something about it. You know what I mean? Find a way, but don't let the resentment build up. I'm telling you, because you're causing a problem too by not saying anything because of the actions you're taking to avoid it. Good luck. Last one was in an argument with a friend, and he said, shut up, derogatory homosexual term. I won't say. I mean, just because, I don't know. He said faggot, okay? And sometimes you get flagged because they take things out of context. There'll be some idiot that hears that and goes, oh, he's saying this on his podcast. This is all in context. So, so the guy said, shut up, faggot. Should I distance myself from him? Well, here's what I say about that, okay? Should you distance yourself from someone because in the heat of an argument, they said something really terrible to you? I mean, that's on you. I mean, if you're trying to please the cancel culture police, you know what I mean? Like if you're going to put that on the internet to be like, I got rid of a longtime friend because he said this to me one time. If you want those people to be like, oh, good for you. But listen, life is nuanced, man. It's not black and white. The internet is black and white. The internet is they take one piece of information that they've said and then they label your whole life as that. You know better than that. We have all said things in the heat of an argument that we should not have said. Okay? Especially we say things that if you know the person you're talking to has a real problem with this particular thing, those are the things in the heat of the moment, unfortunately, we go to first. It's like that's what we do. So I remember an ex-girlfriend of mine, she was afraid of the dark. We were fighting. I stormed out of the room and I turned the light off. And she was like, oh, what do you do? You know what I mean? And why'd I do that? I mean, I was mad at her, so I did the thing I knew would bother her the most. You know what I'm saying? So that was terrible, but that's what we do in the heat of the moment. I think it's time to remember the heat of the moment. I think it's time to cooler heads should prevail, and you come to him later and be like, yo, man, I understand we have fights. I understand, but I don't think that was appropriate. If it's something you can't come back from, I get it. But give that person a chance to be like, yo, hey, man, that was pretty terrible. I didn't appreciate that. Then your friend who might be like, yo, bro, I know, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say it like that. That was just totally out of hand. I just was mad. You have to give that person a chance to, make amends with you. If the amends can't happen, you move on. Listen, I had a really good friend who I thought was a really good friend of mine. Won't say any names, but he called, like, I'll give you an example. I have never met my father before. Okay. So I don't know my dad. It's always just been me and my mom, right? My mom and I. So I was hanging with this buddy of mine and his father would be around. And I said to him one day, I said, you know what? I've never met my father before. And being around you and seeing you with your father and how your father is, it makes me feel like, oh man, that's what that must have been like. And it's really nice to see that. Well, we got into an argument And he said to me in the heat of the argument that, and you don't know your father. You know what I mean? Like, wow, right? So, the next day, I got like a really like there was no remorse. So it was like, a triple down on the same type of thing. So there was no way. And at that point, it's like, well, me and this person are no longer friends and never will be friends again forever, because I tried. And it's just like, so sometimes that happens too. So I'm saying is if you go to your friend and he's like, well, that's because you are if he keeps going, then oh yeah, I got to get away from this person because a person, there's nothing in them to like make this right. Sometimes that just happens too. You know what I mean? But like, that's what I'm saying. My point I'm trying to make is in this moment, this ex-friend of mine, he thought he was going for the jugular. He thought that, oh, let me find a thing that I can really hurt him. I mean, that's sometimes human nature. We try to say the thing that hurts the person the most. But, I'm just saying step away from it. Look at this person and see if you can like make amends. See if they want to make amends. But don't just be like, oh, well, I'm getting rid of this person because that's the end of it. Like he said this one thing to me because, come on, life is nuanced. Life is not black and white. Yeah. You don't want to be around people who think things are black and white because it is case by case. It is nuanced. We can't that's the internet culture of our world right now is to take one statement and think that that's the end all be all. I'm telling you, there's nuance to everything. And sometimes you have to just step back from that and just give yourself a moment, So I wouldn't suggest you just step away from them. Give it an opportunity because this is your friend to find out what the hell's going on. In my case, I'd have been having troubles with this particular person for like 2 years before that. It just escalated into it, and then that was the breaking point, And so, you don't want to let that. And what I regret is not saying something 2 years earlier, like, yo, I feel like something's going on between us. Like, why are you acting like this with me? I think, I look back on it now, like I probably could have avoided it coming to like a head to that point. So you don't want this to happen to you where, you're going to have this as in your checkbox. And then 2 years later, you're going to be like, you did this, you did this, you did this, you did this. And then boom, now you guys are no longer friends, because it's not fun that way. So, but anyways, good luck with that, man. Hope that helps whatever I'm saying. And I hope all this, every time I do this, it helps you in any way. Just know I'm just trying to be a friend to you out there, like you guys are as a friend to the podcast Riffin with Griffin. But that has been real world advice from a grown-ass man. Thanks for watching. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this week's episode of Riffin with Griffin. And I want to thank you all for being here. Thanks again to the lovely Rachel. Thanks for everybody that sent in their questions on real world advice from a grown-ass man. I tried to answer as many of them as I could on Instagram, but, it's Valentine's weekend, so I did as many as I could. And then, just look out for that in the future. I like to do it on an Instagram question, and I take those questions because I like to screenshot the question itself and put that up on the thing as you guys saw. So thanks there. And remember, I'm gaming every day on Erik Griffin Gaming. I try to put as many videos as I can up on YouTube. I'm kind of lax on that sometimes, but you can still just go to Erik Griffin Gaming. Please subscribe. Be a subscriber. And then on Saturdays, I do private Warzone matches with the friends and fans. I do a private lobby. I set up the Warzone match. So if you play Call of Duty and you want to do that, I get like 70, 80, 90 people that come and we're playing against each other. You know what I mean? That it turns out to be a pretty fun time. So I do it for like 4 or 5 hours on Saturday morning, started at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So make sure you check that out. And once again, thank you for being here. I appreciate all the support. Even you haters out there, even you people doing reaction videos, love you too. Keep doing your nonsense because it's, hey, maybe it's making people watch me more. Either way, thanks a lot. Take care. I'll see you next week.